Hola amigos, bienvenidos a Singing Señorita. So what I want to do today is give you different ideas of how to teach personal pronouns. I've done many different things over the years, so I'm just going to share with you the different things I've done throughout the years so that maybe one of these ideas is something that you can use in your own classroom. So my very favorite is my Llama pronouns posters. So I have used these in years to help illustrate because I am very visual. I love to draw. I love things when they're pretty. Now I had these before. I've had them for years, except I didn't have them in color. And now that I bought myself an iPad, I stuck my little drawings in there and then I made myself a colored poster set and I love it. Now one of the reasons why I love llamas, I have been to Peru 5 or 6 times and I usually stay a month at a time. I have fallen in love with the country and of course llamas, Peru, they're all associated. So let me show you some of my favorite ones and why they are what they are. So this one, these are my casual llamas. So he's pointing to his friend in his casual llama attire. And then what I do for the more formal ones, just so you know why they are what they are, is they are dressed in their formal attire because this is the formal you. So they're just a cute way to help students remember what they mean. And so what I did is I took the same pictures that I drew for the llamas and I made a worksheet, and I'll try to pop it up there so you can get an idea. So I work with interactive notebooks, so I made it a page that fits in an interactive notebook where they have all of the pictures of all the different llamas and students label the different pronouns. And then I also did a worksheet with it. So the llamas are on there, students have to label the llamas, and then they have to figure out what the pronoun would be, like a substitution activity. Also, what I've done in other years, I would go through and teach what each one of the pronouns would be, and I would have students point or do some kind of gesture, yo, tú, they point to me for usted, and have them gesture through what each one means. So it's kind of like a physical response, tactile, kinesthetic way for them to learn it. Other years, I have made little note cards and I would have yo on one side and then I on the back, and I would give I would break the class up into groups. Each group would get a card and they would illustrate it on just a poster board, and then I would hang them up, the best ones from each one of my class around the room. Other years, I did the same thing. I broke them up in groups, gave them a card with the English and the Spanish, and they had to act it out in front of the class, and the class had to figure out what it meant. So all of these different ways and different avenues, some years I combined those activities. And then this year, what I'm doing is I am creating a PowerPoint lesson that walks them through the grammar, and I'll put an example up there. And then what students will do is they will go through the notes as they're going through the PowerPoint. They'll be filling in the notes, but I will also be using the different activities that I've done too. I will be using the posters will be around the room. I may give them the label sheets for their notebooks also, maybe as a separate assignment, maybe let them color it. It just depends on how I feel that that group is interacting with me this year. So other things that you can do, I have had practice activities. I did the pronouns worksheet, yes, but I also have Google Forms activities. What I personally do with the Google Forms activities, which my students appreciate, is that I give them multiple chances. So I'll set a date, and whatever the highest grade is that you've made by doing this worksheet over that time period, as long as it's by that date, I put in the grades. After that date, that is the cutoff, and they appreciate that attempt, those multiple attempts to get it right. So I know this is a short video, but those are the different ways that I've introduced subject pronouns over the years. I hope this has helped you. I'm going to link all of the different things that I've talked about in the description. So if you want to use some of my resources, feel free to grab yourself some, and I hope you have an amazing day. Adios.